Hey world, 9 minutes motivation at 9 a.m. is inspired by the 75th Independence Day of this country called India and sponsored by the Kingdom College, preparing you for life. The college that teaches you life skills, business skills along with academics. I'm Deepak here and my life is beautiful and I stay on top of it because I work as worship. Let's have this Independence Day and 75th is a number to cherish, celebrate. So let's start with the flag hosting. And I'm glad that the entire college boys and girls, teachers, principal, and all of us together. Let's start with अधिनायक जय है क्या कर रहा है भाई we'll start properly sir जहाँ सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल चल तरंगा अब शुभ आने जागे अब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाए तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल गायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे भारत माता की on Independence Day, I think nothing can be more apt than to see, to speak, understand, and learn about freedom. My dear friends, freedom is not free. The most expensive thing in the world is not those posh cars and posh houses and those yachts or ships, aeroplanes. The most expensive thing in the world is freedom. It's not free. You don't have to give a life to buy an aeroplane. You don't have to give or sacrifice your life to buy one house. But millions of them sacrificed, died for the freedom of this country. So freedom is not free. It has a price which is the most expensive price anything and anyone I can have in the world. You can be richest man in the world. You can be richest man in the country. You can be the richest man in your society. But still, if you are slave to few habits, slave to few people, it can be also slave to good habits. Still a slave. We are not free. Money doesn't buy you freedom. The most expensive thing I have found out, understood, realized is freedom. Everything else can be bought. But freedom, can't say you can buy freedom. But if I have to explain to all of you the meaning of freedom, then you have to pay a price for it. There are two prices that you have to pay for freedom. Let's make this as a context to learn because as a country we have become free and we celebrate on every 15th of August the freedom that we got. But country becoming free does not mean each individual has become free. We all are slaves to something or the other. Few of us are slave to love. Few of us are slave to relationship. Few of us are slave to some addictions. Few of us are some addiction, some slave to some kind of weaknesses, limitations, flaws, whatever it may be. But till you do not have, or till we do not have that personal, individual freedom in life, I think we are breathing in a fresh, free air. That's because of sacrifices of millions of them. What are you going to sacrifice or kill in yourself to have that freedom in life? There are two kinds of freedom. One is freedom with yourself, and second is freedom in the world. When I say in the world, doesn't mean the entire world. I mean about the world in which you live, those people with whom you live, your family, society. These two freedoms are what are need of the day for all of us. And two words, two doors, two pathways, two stairways that can take you to freedom. One I strongly feel is self-discipline. Discipline amounts to freedom. Discipline is equal to freedom. Spider-Man 1 movie will end with a message saying that with the great power comes great responsibility. There's no bigger power in the world than the power of freedom. And you know what? God sent all of us with this big freedom to make a choice. Freedom to choose what you want to choose. And there is no bigger power in the world than the freedom to choose. But it has been either taken away from all of us. We are not allowed to make our own choices the way we want to, or we have lost the power to make choices. With the great power comes great responsibility. So, if you want freedom in life, one I told about is discipline, self discipline, another is responsibility. I'll explain to you in this. Today's 9 minutes motivation will continue for some time. Those of you want to sign up, we can sign up. Those want to continue, continue. But if you want to have eternal freedom in life, we can celebrate 15th August every year. But if you want to celebrate your personal independence, that you know you're a free spirit, we were a free spirit, and we after we die, we'll become a free spirit, but we are caged in the body when you and me were born. But that is okay, because that is how you live your life. But then we have become mental slaves, we become emotional slaves, we become intellectual slaves, we become financial slaves, we become social slaves. And this slavery is going on, irrespective of the country is free. So if you want to experience any kind of freedom, freedom from yourself, whenever freedom from yourself, freedom from your weaknesses, freedom from your flaws, your limitations, your addictions, bad habits, then only way to get that freedom is to be disciplined. If I work out on my health every morning for 1 hour, I have the freedom to live next 23 hours with absolute energy and fitness and do what I want to do, eat what I want to do, eat what I want to eat, and live the way I want to live. But the discipline of 1 hour every day is important. That will give you the freedom of health. Discipline time with your family, giving them the time on a daily basis, regular basis, making them feel wanted. It's a discipline that you have to do. At times you don't feel like talking to anybody in the family, but if you spend that 1 hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever it may be, and that discipline will give you the freedom from the family that they will love. For example, when in the college and we have activities and you do not maintain the discipline at the home or discipline with yourself also, teacher will not allow you to be what you want to be in the classroom. Discipline gives you freedom. Self freedom, self discipline. But we lack discipline. For example, if you eat the food with discipline, suppose there is no discipline in eating, we go on eating whatever is been served or whatever has been visible to us, we lose the health and we become slave to sickness. Indiscipline makes you slave, discipline makes you free. So for your personal freedom, I think discipline is very important. Number two, all these youngsters tell me that my parents don't give me freedom. They do not allow us to do what we want to do. They always have something to keep on nagging in the entire thing. I think the very simple thing is they don't see you responsible. If you live with responsibility, the world allows you to be a free bird. For example, if I, as a youngster, let's say college boys and girls are here in the Kingdom College, if they say and you say I'm going to come home by 9 o'clock in the night because we have some event to be done. If you reach home by 9 o'clock, every time you promise 9 o'clock and you reach by 9 o'clock, you maintain your discipline. Now, because of that, your parents think you're a responsible son, responsible daughter. So they keep giving you freedom because you are responsible. Most parents don't give this freedom to the children because they do not see the children to be responsible. Every time freedom is misused, freedom will be taken back. And if you have to get back that freedom, see, nobody gives freedom. You have to earn it. You have to take it. And the only way to take it from the world is so that you live a responsible life. For example, if all of us in this country discipline ourselves that we will not throw or litter garbage, chocolate wrappers, Lays chips packets, or all the plastic, any kind of garbage, just like that on the road. If we have that discipline, we will have a very beautiful and clean city and we will have a healthy city around us. But the discipline is not there when we are slave to the mosquitoes, slave to the flies, slave to the insects, slave to the viruses and bacteria, and then we become unhealthy, we become sick, and we keep blaming the government for that they don't take care of it. I think we were not disciplined enough. Few of us go to some other countries and say the country is so neat and clean. The country is not clean. The countrymen are clean and neat. They're disciplined there. Same, we go to some other country and when there we do not spit, there we do not litter because there is discipline enforced. So if you remain disciplined, I think you will keep having the freedom in life the way you want to live your life. Freedom, discipline to study on a regular basis will give the freedom to enjoy your examination. Indiscipline in your studies will make you slave of the examination, slave of your teachers, slave of tuition teachers, slave of your parents. If we make sure we live in our own house, example, because this whole context is here with college students here and so many of us. If you are responsible in the house to make sure you keep your shoes properly, keep your dress properly, keep your beds properly, fold your bedsheet properly, keep your all stuff properly on a daily basis, your parents think you're a responsible kid. And when you're a responsible kid, when you ask for something, they won't say no because they know freedom is only given to people who are responsible. With great power comes great responsibility. When you show responsibility, you get the power of freedom. I think freedom is not free. The most expensive thing in life is freedom because you have to live every moment and every day of your life with freedom. Then you have to practice discipline for yourself and responsible life for others on a daily basis. On a daily basis. And that's the challenge because other things you can pay. Your house you can buy, pay one-time price, and you have the freedom to live in your own house. You can buy the car one shot, and you have the car with you for lifetime or till the car ends. But freedom is something which you have to keep paying the price on a daily basis. Just because 1 year you behaved well, responsible, disciplined, you will get 1 year of freedom. Maybe little more few days because of your past track record. And you again become indisciplined and irresponsible, again the freedom will go away. Either the freedom will go away or the freedom will be taken away. So the most expensive thing in the world are not things, not people also. Even if you're the richest man in the world or country or the state, the most expensive thing still remains the freedom. People laid down their life on this day or to get this day to be celebrated. If you and me want to have, take simple example, you want financial freedom in life which everybody talks about, then you have to discipline yourself. How do you spend, where do you spend, when do you spend, and how much do you spend? At the same time, your spending should be responsible spending. If you have irresponsible spending, I have seen a lot of people, I know for people, those especially when this IT boom happened in Bangalore and few people from the nearby tier 2 cities or tier 3 cities or the towns, villages came and started working in Bangalore. They got amazing salaries. And I also know because one of them was with me on a very close proximity, worked with me also. And because he was getting a salary which he has never seen in his lifetime, a village boy coming to Bangalore working paid a salary of 45-50,000 rupees from the first month of the year, first month of the work, and most of the time he was in the evenings spending time on Brigade Road playing snooker along, because you can't play snooker alone. He'll take 4-5 friends of his, and almost every weekend or every alternate day he'll be in a snooker parlor or in the bowling alley. So, and everywhere he'll swipe the card. Plastic money is dangerous. He'll keep swiping the card, and within just 2 years, he had 4 lakh rupee outstanding on the credit card. Now he had the freedom of money. He used it irresponsibly, or he abused it, whole thing irresponsibly, indisciplined freedom, and it led for him to in debt. And it took him almost next 7 to 8 years to clear the debt of that 4 lakh rupees. So the moment you live life with indiscipline and irresponsibility, you become slave to something. Then the person will say, if you want that much money, you have to work with me for so many hours, for so many days, so many years, and whatever I say, you have to do it, and you have to helplessly do it because now you have become slave. Why you became slave? Because you lived irresponsibly or indisciplined life. The price to pay for personal freedom is discipline, and price to pay to get freedom from the world is to live responsibly. If you can have these two prices to pay, and you have to pay these prices on a daily basis, not that once you have behaved responsibly or once you have been disciplined does not gives you a lifetime of freedom. Even today, if this country, because all of them on the line of control on the border are disciplined themselves to make sure the country is guarded, and they're responsible enough to, if required, lay down their lives or take lives, we are still breathing in the free air of this country. The moment those people on line of control on the border, they become indisciplined and irresponsible, will again be slave to some other country. And that's the price we have to pay. Freedom is the most expensive thing in the life. No money can buy it. No lives can buy it. And the price that you have to keep paying on a daily basis is discipline, self-discipline from personal freedom, for personal freedom, and responsibility on a daily basis from the freedom, for the freedom from the world. I'm willing to give these two things on a regular basis, daily basis. You can apply it anywhere, for financial freedom, emotional freedom, relationship freedom, any kind of freedom you want in life. Discipline for yourself and responsibility, or living responsible with the world outside. I think with that belief, let's start this beautiful year of Indian independence to continue for a lifetime, and make sure that we will play our role, our part to stay disciplined and live responsible for this country. Let's have this beautiful day. Can we have the anthem there? Let's start with the anthem. Start the what she's having. I believe I am. I believe I can. रख दो कदम हवाओं पे, सुन राहें हवाओं पे, आ रहा हूँ मैं आसमां, नजर सितारों पे, उड़ चला हूँ मैं, आ रहा हूँ मैं, जी रहा हूँ मैं जिंदगी, उड़ चला हूँ मैं, आ रहा हूँ मैं, जी रहा हूँ मैं जिंदगी। पे भरोसा है मुझको यकीन, हर मंजिल हो पहचान मेरी, चाहत हो ताकत हो अपनी, हमें खुद ही हो रोशनी। उजला हूँ मैं, हरा हूँ मैं, जी रहा हूँ मैं जिंदगी। उजला हूँ मैं, हरा हूँ मैं, जी रहा हूँ मैं जिंदगी। जीने का मुझको जुनू है, दिल में भी अपने सुकून है, अपना ऊंची कोई हो शिखर। हाँ जीता हूँ हर एक पल में जज्बा है, हर एक पल में अपना डर न कोई हो फिकर। अब मैं चला हूँ, खुला हूँ, हौसला ना हो कम, अब खुद की हूँ मैं तकदीर, रूह में इतना दम। चला हूँ मैं, आ रहा हूँ मैं, जी रहा हूँ मैं जिंदगी। उड़ चला हूँ मैं, आ रहा हूँ मैं, जी रहा हूँ मैं जिंदगी। उड़ चला हूँ मैं, आ रहा हूँ मैं, जी रहा हूँ मैं जिंदगी। Thank you so much and happy 75th Independence Day to all of you. Bye. See you.